Says me. All right, we're starting now. Are you ready?
I am ready, willing, and able.
So, we gotta like be good with our time because I don't know how much memory we have on this phone. Daniel, what movie did we just finish watching?
We just saw Spectre. Spectre.
Awesome! We're just gonna play this whole thing in the background. This is because I edit these videos on my phone and I don't have it. Alright.
I got it.
So, thoughts?
Alrighty, well, it started off, I thought, really good. It started off very promising.
I agree.
And then it sort of had the same effect that Skyfall had, where I felt like it seemed like it was setting up things really well, and all of a sudden it just got really, really hokey and cheesy.
I feel it. Kind
you know?
of. Yeah.
I don't understand why they had to throw in like strange plot twists that you would think would affect us. Make us think, wow, they set us up for that one. No, I didn't feel that way at all. In fact, I felt like, did they even really need to do that? Did they really need to throw this plot twist in there to, I don't know, thicken the drama or anything? Because I didn't feel like it needed it. In fact, I think it took away from it. I don't want to mention what it was because I don't want to make a spoiler or anything. So,
well, there's things that will probably be spoiled in this video.
Okay.
I think.
Should we mention it?
Well, let me share some thoughts.
We'll share it later in the videos, just in case.
I think for me, oh gosh, it's too bright. I'm scared.
It's okay.
I think for me, like, it did get to the point, like, I was like, no, that can't happen. This can't happen. Like, I was just getting. I think I was just kind of approaching the movie with like the perspective that like James Bond is a terrible agent. Like he just does whatever he wants and like drinks a lot and like the whole thing is just him. He's going rogue and it's like, and now we're conditioned to think like that's totally fine. Just screw the system. But I mean in this case, like in how it always is, it's like that's fine because there was actually other things going on. So,
one also interesting thing that I noticed in this film, in contrast to the last three films that Daniel Craig did, is that he didn't do as much as much physically as he did in, say, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and Casino Royale. Casino Royale, to me, is still the best by far out of the Daniel Craig films. It's a shame that they couldn't really do it like they did for that one, but I think maybe it's because Daniel Craig is starting to show his age. He did look a little aged in this one, probably.
Yeah, but not aged enough to get all the ladies, apparently.
Well, one thing that
was weird.
Well, for example, one thing that bothered me about Pierce Brosnan as a James Bond is that he was just older and he didn't have as much physicality. And so they would have him rely on gadgets, whereas Daniel Craig in the previous films didn't really rely on gadgets so much because he did have the physicality. But in this movie, it's almost as if you took away almost all the gadgets and you take away a good amount of the physicality, and you have a fairly mediocre James Bond, unfortunately. He has the personality down, but I think that's just about it. Okay, now let's talk about that plot development. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
I like Voldemort.
Ralph Fiennes.
I like Batista, even though he only had like one line.
Batista was an interesting. He played an interesting role in this film. I'm not quite sure if they fleshed out his character enough. I mean, I support the guy because I like to see him doing well. I still hope that he comes back to wrestle. But I like
Voldemort saying the word Potter. That was like totally on purpose. It's like he said that on purpose. And the opening sequence was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Like I was like,
are you talking about the Dia de los Muertos, or are you talking about the music video thing?
The music video thing. amazing, and
Sam
that
Smith
too.
song.
But like, I love when they do that. Like, that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Like I could just watch. Like, I didn't have to watch the rest of the movie. Like, I was like, I got my money's worth just watching that like flawless color and octopus tentacle.
Yeah, that was pretty
thing
good,
going on. It was beautiful.
So a few. Well, let's talk about some of the good things first before we start picking on some of the bad things. The first opening shot, that one continuous shot, you know, barring from what's that one director's name, Alejandro Iñárritu or whatever. I think, not that I'm saying that he's the only one that does a continuous shot, but like that was a really good sequence that they did where, you know, they went from the crowd into the hotel, up the elevator, into the hotel room, then out the hotel room,
yeah,
all the way to the other building.
It's like you kind of forget that that's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
That it's all just one fluid motion.
Yeah.
And but that actually takes like a lot of
preparation.
Yeah.
You know, I think that the Mexico City sequence, the whole thing was really good.
Yeah, I like looking at that.
When he got to what was it, Rome, where he infiltrated not in James Bond fashion, where he infiltrated the meeting, the Spectre meeting. That was pretty good, I guess. Where we saw Batista's character. The car chase, that was strange. Maybe I just didn't feel Batista as a menacing enough character yet to feel James Bond was in any actual danger. I guess so. That's why I just felt that car chase was a little silly or not silly, but just it didn't really do anything for me. Good points. You want to mention anything that you thought was pretty
I think.
good?
Well, let's see.
Monica Bellucci. I'm a big Monica Bellucci fan. I thought she did really well, even though she had a very small role in the film.
Don't mind me.
What?
Wait, who is that?
The Widow.
Oh.
Yeah.
She cute.
Monica Bellucci is one of my forever crushes.
Okay. That's great.
Even though she's, rocking probably her 40s now, I respect that.
I think overall it can still stand. Is what I'm thinking. No.
Can still stand. What does that mean?
Like, it's not terrible.
Oh no, I mean, it was an entertaining movie. We're supposed to talk about the good stuff.
Good stuff.
Is it hard to think?
It is hard to think.
Okay, fine. Let's just tackle some of the bad stuff.
Okay, wait. Good stuff. Like, it's pretty.
What did you like about? Did you like the girl?
No, I don't like her.
You didn't like her?
I thought that was so awkward because it's like the way they set it up. It made me feel like she's like a niece. Well, not necessarily because he never knew her. I guess.
Well,
when he was like, "I'm gonna protect you,"
and
I felt like I'm gonna
protect
you like an uncle. But then it's like, no, I'm just gonna kiss you. Like it felt really like.
Yeah. I didn't really like her character. I thought her character was very generic. Honestly, like I've never seen. She's one of those actresses who has a face that you feel like you've seen at least like 10 times.
I feel like I want to turn these lights off because we're in MCAN and there's.
All right, here we go. Okay.
We have to go dark.
She was okay. It's just it's hard to follow up the Vesper Lynn character played by Eva Green in Casino Royale. I think that was honestly one of the best Bond girls. None of the other Bond girls stand out.
Because
Olga Kurylenko, I believe, was in.
I haven't really I haven't honestly followed everything. See, I told you.
So?
I haven't been following everything as all the other movies as completely. So I watched Skyfall, so I have something to go off of.
Yeah, no.
To be honest, that's why.
All right, well, let's start tackling some of the bad stuff. Okay, that one ridiculous shot at the very end. I'm not talking about a camera shot. I'm talking about he's shooting from what is it, a Beretta? On a moving speedboat, trying to take out a helicopter at night.
Yeah, there's a lot of towards the end, like there's just a lot of things that happen that it's like that can't happen, like, for real.
It's like
it's absurd. Even though like I'm still like buying into the movie, like it's still just too absurd.
Yeah, there's no way you can shoot from a little pistol like
or just
that.
Like jumping off this building, like jumping this high and then landing on this thing, and then just being fully like at the end of this movie, everyone should like needs to go to a chiropractor or something, and like
see it's, honestly though that was a dumb thing on their part, where it's like, okay, so James Bond and Madeline, I think her name was, Madeline Swan, they escape the building. All right, here comes the spoilers. Anyway, whatever. Madeline and James Bond, they escape the building by jumping 15 stories.
But you had
into
to.
A net.
But that, like, he worked in that building.
Okay, no. Okay, I get it. But here's the thing: is that the next shot we see them after they jump and land in the net is that they're speeding away in a boat. Why couldn't they have just landed in water? And that would have just made sense. They would have jumped all the way down and landed in water, and then got into a boat and then sped away. You know, at least that would have been plausible, as opposed to James Bond assuming there was going to be a net that would hold them.
I think one of my other questions, it's like, where does it go from here? Because it's like we're at the point in the series where it's like he tackled all these smaller villains, and then this is the big one that's in charge of everything, that like conspiracied everything, and like
bad job to the
makes you scared of the cloud. Like,
bad job
everyone's
to the
watching
writers
you. Like, where do we go?
To setting up Christoph Waltz as like the big bad guy, because honestly he did not feel like the kingpin.
But the fact that he didn't kill him in the end.
Okay,
more spoilers.
True.
He didn't kill him in the end, and he's probably going to be like arrested, and like with what kind of bad guy he is, like there's something, I don't know. I guess there's room to like say something can happen from there.
True.
I think
honestly at this point the best villain was the chief or whatever, the guy who bleeds from the eyes. Even though he seemed like a low-level guy, he seemed more villainous, more dangerous than Christoph Waltz did. And here's the big spoiler that I think was totally unnecessary. Christoph Waltz turned up to be like a surrogate brother growing up to James Bond. Like Christoph Waltz's father adopted James Bond as a boy, and Christoph Waltz killed his father and made it look like an accident, made his own death look like an accident, and now he resurfaces years later, and he just so happens to be the kingpin of the Spectre organization. That makes no sense. Like why does he even need to have that relationship with James Bond? You know? I just don't understand. Why did they have to throw that in there? Only for the writers to maybe think that they're more clever than they really are. I don't know.
I mean, it feels like it gets to the point that there's only so much you can do. Why are all the lights off around here?
They turned them off after a certain point of night.
But like there's even like, you know, like the cliche like train chase scene, like down all the like boxcar thingies and all that good stuff.
Yeah, the train part was cool. I wish Batista had more of a his character was more fleshed out, like I said earlier. Before we run out of time on the video, why don't we start rating it already?
I give it. I think I would give it a 7.8. 7.8.
If you watch all our videos and you watch the rating parts, most of the videos are in the 7s. All the
Really?
ratings are in 7s, yeah.
Oh, well, good job, everybody. Yay for consistency.
Well, Alexa gives it a 7.8. I'm going to be a little more harsh. Out of 10, I'm going to give it a 5.5. And that's not a bad score. 5.5. It's not a bad score. It's just for a film that I feel like there was a lot of hype around it. Potentially Daniel Craig's last film is James Bond. They're already talking about who the next James Bond might be.
It's gonna be a girl.
Jamie Bond.
Yes, that'd be great.
Anybody remember the James Bond Jr. cartoon from the early 90s?
Nope.
Yeah, well, that was... I didn't watch it, but I just remember it. Anyway,
90s kids.
yeah, 5.5. I still think, like I said, Casino Royale's the best. Casino Royale's in the 9s.
Well, I give my rating because all I have to really go off of is Skyfall, and I think that one was a good one.
Skyfall
With a doubt.
was pretty good. I think that Javier Bardem, one of my favorite actors, I think he was one of the better villains too.
That was a good one.
The ending though was a little strange, but still a good film.
I mean, it's weird. Like the series itself, it seems like it's kind of just weird, gets to a weird place, but it still holds up. So gotta give him that.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, this is VTKZ Thug signing off. Say hi to your mother for me.
Hi to your mom. Word to your mother. I just want to play this again. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe on the doobly-doo. I don't know where it is.
You forgot to mention in your good parts you like the nerdy guy.
Oh yeah, the nerdy guy.
She said if he was Asian, he'd be everything she wants. Because Alexa likes skinny, awkward, nerdy-looking guys who happen to be Asian, I guess.
I like Voldemort.
Voldemort?
I like Voldemort.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know if anyone will watch this, but we just do it for fun. Alright, that's like our whole car ride. Look at that, we're here. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, people.